Oh, darlings, welcome back to Heartbook Radio, where we delve into the tangled, thorny undergrowth of romance and, of course, literature, forever searching for that spark, that ephemeral flicker of true feeling.
Feeling, please. We're here to dissect, analyze, and categorize. This isn't some hazy, humid afternoon in the French Quarter. We're discussing The Forest King's Daughter by Elly Blake. A book apparently aimed at the devotees of Sarah J. Maas and Holly Black. Bold claims, babies, bold claims.
The Forest King. The very words conjure images of majestic stags, ancient oaks, and a certain raw, untamed power. And a daughter, you say? A princess, no doubt, burdened by destiny and perhaps a terrible secret.
We'd say she's burdened by a ring that can blind entire armies of demons. Less secret guard and more strategic military asset. Though I suppose the blood-red trees of Thirstwood do have a certain gothic charm that might appeal to your penchant for the dramatic.
Blood-red, like the velvet curtains of a forbidden boudoir, or the stain on a carelessly discarded love letter. Oh, do tell me more. This ring, it's not just for decoration, is it?
Hardly. It's the catalyst for the entire plot, darling. This Cassia, our forest princess, befriends a demon boy named Zeru, a childhood dalliance that goes horribly wrong when he gifts her this amber ring. A seemingly innocent trinket that naturally sparks a war between their respective kingdoms.
A demon? Oh, the taboo, the tantalizing peril. I find myself quite invested already. It's like Romeo and Juliet, but with more fangs.
Less balcony serenades, more battlefield abductions. Years later, Cassia's a warrior, wielding the ring's power. Zeru, now a hardened soldier, kidnaps her, desperate to retrieve his youthful blunder.
Kidnapped? By a dark, handsome stranger with a troubled past. It's positively scandalous. Does he have smouldering eyes? And a tragic backstory?
He's a demon. I imagine the eyes smolder, the backstory. Regret mostly. He wants the ring back to rectify his mistake. Some readers, however, found him a bit lacking in depth. A bit two-dimensional compared to Cassia.
Two-dimensional? Nonsense. All men are complex layer creatures like an onion. You just have to peel away the layers to find the pungent truth. And some of those layers are just wow.
While you're busy peeling onions, let's discuss the romance. Its enemies to lovers, naturally. Forced proximity, rekindled sparks, the usual tropes. Some are comparing it to Jude and Cardan from The Cruel Prince. A lofty comparison, wouldn't you say?
Lofty perhaps, but intriguing. Predictability can be comforting, like a familiar melody, a well-worn path. You know where it's going, but the journey is still pleasant.
Pleasant. Some readers found it downright rushed. The plot, they say, is a bit of a tangled mess. The world building, while imaginative, lacks a certain cohesion, like a hastily assembled jigsaw puzzle with a few missing pieces.
Ah, the imperfections, the flaws, they're what make it real. Like a chipped teacup, a faded photograph. They tell a story. One reader says the beginning of the book was a little too fast-paced. Do you agree?
I do, and some agree yes. And others are positively enchanted by the lyrical prose, the ethereal quality as they put it. Comparisons to Madeline Miller are being thrown around. Madeline Miller.
Madeline Miller. That's like comparing a shimmering dragonfly to a slightly dusty moth. Both have their charms, of course, but...
And the audiobook narrated by Eleanor Bennett is apparently a triumph. She evokes the atmosphere of the Dark Crystal, which I must admit is a significant achievement.
The Dark Crystal. Oh, the whimsy. The slightly unsettling creatures. It reminds me of a fever dream I once had after eating a particularly potent jambalaya. I do love the fae and fairy folk.
So a mixed reception then. A tapestry woven with threads of brilliance, and threads of slightly less brilliance. This Cassia, it seems, undergoes a significant journey of self-discovery. A coming-of-age story amidst the chaos.
Ah, yes, the quest for identity, the struggle to reconcile duty with desire. It's a tale as old as time. And often just as messy.
And messy is one word for it. Some readers felt the author tried to squeeze too much into one book. Multiple plot lines vying for attention, like a gaggle of socialites at a debutante ball.
A debutante ball. The pressure, the sheer volume of tale. It's enough to make a girl faint.
Precisely. And the romance will supposedly slow burn, felt accelerated to some the tension, the yearning, it needs room to breathe, like a fine wine.
Or, a carefully cultivated gardenia. You can't rush perfection.
So the Forest King's daughter, a promising, if somewhat flawed foray into the realm of young adult fantasy. Will it captivate you? Perhaps. Will it leave you with unanswered questions? Likely. Will it inspire you to adopt a fox spirit as a pet? Well, that depends on your tolerance for whimsical creatures.
I'm rather fond of whimsical creatures and brooding demons and blood-red forests. Perhaps I'll give it a read after another mint julep, of course. That is all for this broadcast on Heartbook Radio.